This is Michael Wilson. We're looking at the question, is anything too hard for God? Well, I woke up this morning and it is another beautiful day in paradise, which reminds me that He made all of this. With His word, He commanded it all into existence. He said it, pointed to where He wanted it to exist, and it did. uh, Stunning isn't a good word. How cool is that? I mean, it's overwhelming. And so nothing is impossible for him. Jeremiah, the prophet, got it. May I learn it as well. May you learn it as well. So we read in Jeremiah 32:17, Yahweh, it is you who have made the heavens and the earth by your great power and by your outstretched arm. Nothing is too hard for you. So, what a wonderful verse to meditate on today. It reminds us of how awesome and how powerful and how majestic is our God. He created everything that exists by His word and His will. He is the sovereign master of all, and nothing, not a single thing, is impossible for Him. He can do far more than we ask or imagine according to His good and perfect plan. God is God. But this is not just a declaration of God's greatness, it's also a prayer of faith and trust. Jeremiah was facing a difficult situation when he uttered these words. He was in prison, and the city of Jerusalem was under siege by the Babylons. The barbarians were at the gate, and he knew God that had told him that the city would fall and that the people would be taken into exile. Yet, in the midst of this dark and hopeless circumstance, he also received a promise from God that one day he would restore his people and bring them back to the land. So Jeremiah prayed this prayer, acknowledging God's power and sovereignty, but also expressing his confidence in God's faithfulness and love. He believed that God would keep his word and that nothing could thwart his purpose. He praised God for his deeds and his character, and he submitted to his will. So we can learn from Jeremiah's example and pray this prayer in our own situations. Whatever we're facing today, whatever the personal challenge is, whatever the global crisis is, anything in between, we can trust that God is in control and that He is working for our good and His glory. We can praise Him for who He is and what He has done and what He will do. We can say with Jeremiah, Yahweh, it is you who have made the heavens and the earth by your great power and your outstretched arm. Nothing is too hard for you. Now, that's some mighty good news, brothers and sisters.